So, with the new Deepwoken Verse 3 Chapter 1 update, many new things have been added, such as updated movement animations, map changes, and a whole new origin centered around the Central Authority. This origin is probably the most advanced and confusing origin in the game, with many different paths, progressions, and exclusive weapons and armor. And in this video, I aim to go over every detail about this origin to help you figure out if it's worth it and the most efficient way to play it. Just remember, if this video does help you out, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'm dropping crazy amount of videos this month, with one of my biggest projects having 4 months at least put into it, dropping on the 26th. So subscribe and join my Discord to not miss that. And without further ado, let's get started. How to obtain. To obtain the Authority origin, you must either beat the Titus raid boss or achieve hero reputation with the Authority. How I personally got it was with the latter option. If you already have hero reputation on an old slot, all you have to do is commit a crime or something to make the Authority slightly dislike you, then do a mission for them like a Thresher quest at Hive, and the origin should be yours. How the origin works. This origin works completely than everything else. You enlist yourself into the Central Authority. You no longer have a guild base, and your guild on that slot is set to the Central Authority, with other Central Authority origin people being your guildmates. While in the Central Authority, you can't leave Authority territory for more than 15 minutes, or else you will be labeled as a deserter. More on that in its own section. However, you can make it to Trialum 1 and back, as your timer pauses in there. Every time you rejoin the server, or go from Luminant to Luminant, your timer would reset. You can also only craft armor sets relating to the Authority. Master armors from divisions are automatically equipped to your character. Crafting anything else avoids them, probably for good. To make up for a lack of guild base, you are granted every Authority item and weapon to be used at any stats at the second rank at 155 rank up points, meaning you can have like a Sovereign's Punishment at power 1 if you really want. The full list of affected items will be put up on screen right now. You must rank up by completing missions with you and your squad, optional, with the squad button located at the top of your screen next to the help menu. With your squad, you must talk to this NPC over here to start a mission. And on each completed mission, you gain points to rank up in the Authority. The missions currently include a hostage mission, where you and your team have to save a hostage from 5 pirates and their strong captain, a sabotage quest where you infiltrate a Legion camp and hit barrels till they break, and a secure perimeter quest where you just go around and just stand around a banner and make sure no one goes for it. These missions seem easy, but can prove to be kind of difficult, especially at lower ranks and levels. The perimeter one's still batshit easy, let's be honest, but the other two you might have a bit of trouble with. So that's why it's always good to have a couple people in your squad to help complete these missions. Division paths. As you rank up, you gain unique talent hands which give Authority related talents, as shown here. But once you achieve the rank of Lance Corporal with 215 progression points, you can join a division. Joining a division allows you to leave the Authority grounds as you please, letting you freely roam the luminance of Deepwoken without being a traitor to your nation. Currently, there are 3 divisions. Each division gives a different set of talents, a unique weapon you can use, and probably a mantra. We don't know what the mantras are yet, but they're most likely related to how your division plays out. Now, onto the divisions. Inquisitor. This is a division based on assassinations and backstabs. You speak to High Inquisitor Mary or whatever her name is after completing 10 solo missions, and you will be able to join this division. I'm probably gonna have like a path on screen here. There are 2 more promotions in here, going from Inquisitor to Inquisitor First Class, and Inquisitor First Class to Handler. This division gives you these talents listed on screen right now. It also gives you a cool dagger at 80 light weapon, where if you backstab an opponent, like if you hit an opponent with in the back with your M1s, your crit would TP to them, doing like a bar and a half, and applying every assassination talent you have, and you also gain the Inquisitor light armor. Leader. This is the division based on leadership and support. As of right now, I'm not too sure if there's any specific requirements, but speaking to Warden Jericho allows you to take on this division. I'll have it passed to him right now. There are 3 promotions in this division, being Warrant Officer to Captain, Captain to Commander, and Commander to Sene Shal, or however the fuck you say it, which is currently bugged to get. This division grants you the talents listed on screen right now: an unknown master armor as it's, bugged, and an authority exclusive sword weapon, which is also most likely locked behind Sene Shal. I'll put a picture of it up on screen right now. Also, as a cool little Easter egg, if you have this division, most authority members you approach will automatically salute you. I'm not sure if this happens with all divisions, but I've only seen it happen with leaders so far. It seems to be really promising, but until the full division gets dropped, I'm not really sure, but I'll be the first to let y'all know. Shock Trooper. This is a division based on posture damage and stuns. To obtain this division, you must complete 3 to 4 squad missions with, people in your squad. Then talk to Sentinel Augustus. I'll have a path going to him on screen right now. There are 2 promotions in this division, being Frontliner to Interceptor and Interceptor to Operator. You gain these talents. It seems to have good synergy with Thundercall because of the Shock Trooper craftable equipment from the Titus boss, which has a set bonus which makes your Lightning green and your Gale yellow. And the talents, some of them giving you a Lightning Cloak based on the amount of hits that you use with the Lightning Mantra. You also gain this cool axe called the Dust Guard Axe, where the crit kind of grabs the opponent and throws them and slams them into the ground, and the Shock Corpse Light Master Armor. The Authority Prison. If you were captured from being a deserter, or if an Authority member, which is a player, doesn't work with NPCs, grips someone against the Authority, they will be taken to the prison. If you find yourself in this prison, you must use your handcuffs to punch the bars and walls and make a break for it. You can unequip your handcuffs at a blacksmith. The goal is to get to the blacksmith as fast as you can. You can't use your weapon and you can't use mantras. You have a countdown on your screen to get out, and if you don't escape within that time frame, Warden Jericho will execute you by drowning you. This sends you straight to the depths without you even having a stay in health bar. As a member of the Authority, it's also your duty to stop prison breaks. You have an item called the Horn of the Authority, which once blown, reveals all the location of escaping prisoners. Reputations. While in the Central Authority, you are hunted by the Kingdom of Etria permanently, meaning you cannot do the Duke quest and you cannot gain Contractor. And this also means that Voidwalkers are constantly going to be hunting you. You're automatically an ally of the Central Authority, obviously, but this is removed upon being a deserter. Same thing with the lock on Etria, that's also removed upon being a deserter. More on that in a second. You also have hunted reputation with Children of Neve, as usual enemy of the Ministry and the 100 Legions, your friend of the Divers, City of Seltor, and the Ignition Union, and neutral with everybody else. Now onto the big part of the origin I've been teasing for a while, getting Exiled. If you're labeled as a deserter by staying outside Authority grounds without a mission, and without a division for the full-timer, or if you commit the heinous crime of killing another Authority member, yes, including Chime of Conflict for some godforsaken reason, you will be exiled from the authority. This means that you can no longer increase your promotion grade, so make sure before doing this you are fully maxed out, as you cannot go back whatsoever. Your reputation with the authority is also set to villain, meaning you can't buy back your reputation from the reputation NPC. All authority NPCs have you on KOS, and at random times you can just get jumped by a random bunch of authority guys. This also means if you come back to Fort Merritt and talk to an NPC like Warden Jericho, you might be automatically jailed or executed. I'm not too sure what caused this to happen. I've just seen it and I wanted to let y'all know. However, in my opinion, exiling yourself seems to be the best option at the end of your progression, as you regain your guild and your guild base. You can start getting reputation back with people like Asriel, meaning you can regain contractor, you can craft other armors, but most importantly, you keep all your authority talents, mantras, and weapons. But if your weapon required the thing from the authority, the passive, that lets you just equip anything without the stat requirements, if it's authority, you can't do that anymore because you're no longer in the authority faction. In terms of progression speed, this is 100% not the way to go. If you want a speed prog build, do not do this, as progression speed might take a lot longer than usual, especially with how you gotta rank up and do missions and all that shit. But this is the best way to fully max a build at the moment. This also seems to be the most fun progression because, you know, there's actually shit to do other than just coming out of Trial of 1 and going straight to Ferryman. The devs might add other shit to other origins with like the Ignition Union rework, and I've heard there might be some changes to the Castaway Etria origin, which is always nice to see. I'm working on a video right now ranking every type of progression, so if that's what some of you want to see, consider subscribing and joining my Discord, link in description, to get notified when that drops. And that's about it for the origin right now. Raguzer coming back really helped this update, and the game's finally coming back to what it used to be. I really like how this was implemented, and I hope they do more stuff like this in the future. I recommend going this origin and maybe deserting later on to get the most out of your build. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Sorry it's a bit longer than usual. I just wanted to make sure I got all the current information out. If something new happens, I'll be the first to let y'all guys know. Also, again, I got a big thing coming out on the 26th of October, so you might want to stay tuned for that. And that's all for me today. See ya.